you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. You wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block my hit cause someday, someone tell me I'm someone doing alright, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody that someone is somebody that one day will be the love of my life, love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl that keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Bengals come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Browns going up against the Bengals. And with that, we're off to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium. We join our announcing team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. They come out here in the eye. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ready! Zebra! Ready! Wide, 20!
Here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly who the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Wide 20!
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Set 380.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. To the left side here for Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Set 380. Dagger.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding time. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. The starters for the Cleveland Browns. And let's discuss the tight end, Gary Barnidge. Sometimes he can get overlooked.
I love how he emerged in 2015. We had a scouting report on him that said he was a good blocker, dependable receiver, but no stardom at all. Had a 1,000-yard season in 2015. No longer do we have those.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A good pickup there at 22. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton, 1st and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Zebra. Set wide, 20.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that is incomplete here. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Adam Jones is a really talented cornerback who's having a career renaissance.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Escaping the pressure right. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Let's go. Blue, land it. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They come up in an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. He's got time. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 4. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing, Dalton voids the target, and he has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. To throw here, Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They have what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's down the numbers. There he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll look to throw, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. It's caught. It's Barnage over the middle. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, here we go.
They'll go with a keeper. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Trying to lay one. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Dalton, and able to find Green. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Brought in left side by Snead. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Willie Snead in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They send Green to the left on his own. Now Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Dagger! Ace! Zebra! Zebra!
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. Second down, Dalton. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Brandon LaFell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Again, here's Bernard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, blue 10.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
Set, 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now you got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On the toss, Bernard. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Hey, blue 10. Blue 10. Hey, zebra. Ready, wide.
Dalton with a give to Hill. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big 6, 7, 8, 9
little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2 yards to go here on third down. Third and 2 for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Dagger.
Dalton throwing on second down. On the screen, Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it up.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And Dalton appears to be in a fair amount of pain here. He's still on the turf. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing now is McCarron, and able to find Green. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
No, check, Patrick.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.